There's a moment most people don't expect. It doesn't feel dramatic. No celebration, no announcement, just a notification. Your final car payment has been processed. And just like that, the monthly bill that quietly followed you for years is gone. But here's the strange part. That's when everything starts to change. Not just your bank account, your behavior, your mindset, your future. Because paying off your car loan isn't just about being debt-free. It's about what happens next. And most people get that part completely wrong. For years, your financial life had a pattern. Income comes in, bills go out, rent, food, utilities, and somewhere in the middle of it all, that car payment every single month. Predictable, normal, expected. It becomes part of your identity. You don't question it. You just manage around it. And without realizing it, your life is structured with that payment in mind. So when it disappears, you don't just gain money, you lose structure. Imagine this. A person, let's call him Alex. For 5 years, Alex has been paying $400 every month for his car. That's $4,800 a year. $24,000 over time. He adjusted everything around it. A smaller apartment, fewer savings, delayed plans. Then one day, the loan ends. At first, it feels like freedom. But within a few months, something strange happens. The money doesn't stay. It disappears, not into debt, into lifestyle. This is the first major shift. When a fixed expense disappears, most people don't redirect it. They absorb it. Better food, more subscriptions, random spending, small upgrades that don't feel like much. And because nothing feels extreme, they don't notice. Until one day, they're financially in the same place as before, just without the car loan. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Paying off your car doesn't automatically make you better with money. It just gives you a decision point. And most people make that decision unconsciously. Because they think, I deserve this. And they're not wrong. But they're not strategic either. Because that $400 a month was never just a payment. It was potential. Let's slow this down. $400 a month doesn't sound life-changing. But over time, it becomes something else. It becomes security. It becomes growth. It becomes options. The difference isn't the amount. It's what you do with it after it's freed. This is where everything really changes. When you're in debt, you think like a payer. When you're debt-free, you have the opportunity to think like a builder. But most people never make that shift. They stay in the same mindset, just with more breathing room. And that's why their life doesn't change. There's a psychological pattern here. Humans adapt quickly. What once felt like pressure becomes normal. And when that pressure disappears, we replace it. Not intentionally, but emotionally. Because structure feels safe. So, instead of building wealth, we rebuild expenses. Now imagine a different scenario. The moment the loan ends, you don't celebrate with spending. You create a plan. That same $400 a month becomes something intentional. Part of it goes toward investing. Part of it builds your emergency fund. Part of it improves your life in a controlled way. Now something changes. You're not just free. You're progressing. Because the real question isn't, how does it feel to pay off your car? It's, what did you do with the freedom it gave you? Because freedom without direction turns back into limitation. Paying off your car loan is not the finish line. It's a reset point. A moment where your financial story can change direction. Most people don't notice it. They continue living the same way, just a little more comfortably. But a few people pause, think, and choose differently. And those are the people whose lives actually change. So if you've ever paid off a loan, or you're about to, ask yourself one simple question. Where is that money going next? Because that answer will shape your future. If this made you think differently about your money, take a moment. Look at where your money is going right now and decide where it should go next. Subscribe to Finance Clarity, because clarity isn't just helpful, it's how you move forward.